Okay, here is my second video. I'm going to explain some basic tools that I have been using to make the stoves here from beer cans, and these are a few blocks of wood which I have set up here, and I mark them just to mark out the height. Got this one is 30 and this side is 40. I also have scissors and a knife which is made homemade. Okay, it's made from a piece of hacksaw blade which tends to be very good, and which I have ground on the hammer wheel, and this is made of high-speed steel, so it holds the edge very good. Okay, these are a few distant pieces. This is the 8mm, and one interesting part here, I didn't have a compass to cut the round parts, so all I did was took a brick nail here and I ground them in such a way, this one with a point here and this one with a cutting edge. Okay, you can use also a hand grinder to do these, and they work very efficiently to cut circles. They're very basic. I got a piece of hardwood here which I drilled a couple of small holes smaller than the diameter of the nail itself, and then I hammered them slowly in so the wood would not break, and I measured them carefully beforehand and drilled the holes and then pressed the well, they're fixed sizes, yes, I know, but I can also make a couple of holes on the other end if I want another size and make another compass. I made two of these which I've been basically using. This one is a bit larger, makes a 45mm diameter cut, and this one makes a 36. Okay, these are my small drills here which I keep in these packets. Okay, I got 0.5 and 0.8 and 1mm in the tin here, a lot of them, and these are my drills here which I have held in the pin chuck. Okay, which you can take and put it down so you don't break it while drilling, and you can turn it around like this as Mr. Tektoba does. You can also fix it in your hand drill and drill with it if you want. This is a smaller version of it, rather thinner. It's a bit long. It's not so handy when tackling because it's rather long, but you can work as well with it. It's the same. It's a collet. It's got a collet chuck inside which can put the drill and goes right through. One interesting thing also, this is a honing stone which I sharpen my knife with it like this, and it comes very sharp. And also I have an interesting tool here which I have made. A friend of mine turned a piece of wood for me on the lathe, and it's 50mm diameter which fits the small cans here very good. And I have a V-notch cut here which I made with the file. Okay, and I also have this edge which is 90 degrees, and I can press the creases with it this way. Okay, I usually tie this thing in the vise and makes a very nice crease without a lot of effort. And once I mark them here, I can do as many as I like with them. Just try to demonstrate a bit what I do to make the creases here this way. Very quick and very good. So this is how I make the creases inside with this tool which I tie here in the vise, and leaves both hands free to work with them. Okay, so that is basically the tools I have. I have also this block which I ground a piece of hacksaw as well, and it's put a little bit high up here for the reason when I want to cut the bottom, okay, to make the crease part for tecto buzz work here. I just go around with it like this and cut the bottom, alright, just about 1.5 millimeters up from the edge. Right, so those are my basic tools. I want to show you more what we have available over here in Malta. Basically, we have 3 types of cans. The large one here, the beer can, and the smaller one, which is more or less is the same as the Red Bull can, okay, and also the one which I call the medium size, which is a bit larger than this one. Basically, the diameters of these cans are this one is about 66 millimeter, okay, this one is around 53 millimeters, and this one is around 58. So those are the 3 basic cans I can find locally, and I work with them. Okay, I will show you some burn tests also in my next video, and this is the type of can that I mentioned before, which I made this kind of stove with. Very strong, okay, but the neck isn't too long, so I had to adopt. One thing I must say is when I did this stove, okay, the crease part inside, I used one of these cans to do it with, and it happened to be the same diameter, inner diameter, with a little bit of a small problem. It was slightly larger, so I had to cut the can and take off a little bit of the diameter by breaking it longwise, so it can fit and get through the diameter, but it will hold in place against the taper that the neck offers when you press it in. Okay, I will show you some burn tests in my next video.